Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today I wanted to talk about Japan. There's lots of news about the Japanese stock market and a lot of good news, a lot of positive news, and I thought I'll talk about it on a broader sense of what's happening in Japan and the latest scheme that has been announced by the Japanese government in their NISA program, which is sparking a lot of interest because a chance of opening some floodgates to their equity market and their stock market. The Japanese government has made a significant change to their NISA program, which is the Nippon Individual Savings Account program. So this change is going to give a potential boost to their stock market. Starting in January 24, the revamped program aims to encourage more individuals to invest in the stock market and mutual funds by offering tax-free investment options. This is very big because for the simple reason, traditionally Japanese people have always been saving in their savings account. They have a very strong savings account habit, and that too after what happened to them during the 1980s and this boom and the bust which happened following that. The younger generation which has come up have been very wary, and the older generations have also been wary of the stock market and the economy, and they generally don't tend to spend money, and they tend to save their money, and they have huge savings they're sitting on. To unlock that potential, the current Prime Minister has come out with this program to encourage people to move funds more towards the equity and asset market to encourage and foster growth in their economy. So under this new scheme, there's an increase to the maximum annual investment limits, which was set before. They've been increased that. The new framework is for the growth of investment in listed stocks. And the exemption period, which is what's triggered a lot of inquiry in Japan and also raised a lot of eyebrows, is the exemption period is unlimited. The current is 5 to 20 years was the limit. Now they've removed, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida has removed this limit and has made it unlimited. This is part of his new capitalism vision, which he's brought out with. So the point of shifting all the household from savings and bringing it to stocks and bonds is to foster economic growth in the stock market and overall economy. So this new reform which they're offering is considered to bring large amounts of savings money which is sitting there into their stock market. So what is this going to do? This is part of a multi-pronged approach which the Japanese government is bringing forward. One is they're bringing a lot of corporate governance reforms, which has created a lot of interest in the Japanese stock market. And this is another avenue of bringing cash flow into the Japanese stock market. There are some pros and cons to this, which I've noted down. The pros is, yes, it encourages investment through this NISA program. They're encouraging investment from the Japanese people directly into their economy and changing their mindset from a savings mindset to an investment mindset, and potentially of doubling your income in these asset investments is what is the main attraction for the Japanese people. That means in your savings account, instead of making 2%, 3%, 5%, you're going to be making 10%, 12%. Whatever percentage, you look at doubling your income. And the increase from the savings, the tax exemption limit from being instant and permanently tax exemption is what is the real quipping interest in the younger generation of Japanese people. Because if you're young in Japan, you have an opportunity to invest through this program, and your tax exemption is for life. It is something really great to look at going forward. So the main people they're trying to attract is the younger generation to commit to their economy on a long-term basis and to kind of change their attitude towards their own country in a long-term basis. Because they do have a problem with their population. They do have been having a problem with their mindset in their population. And you can see it. Though the world was going through inflation, Japanese inflation wasn't even there to even talk about. That's why even very famously, Anand did a video. A laptop which is sold for $100 in the US will be available much cheaper in Japan. Though the specs and everything are the same. Simple reason is there is complete traction in the Japanese consumer mind. To take all this forward is what he's been doing, and he's been opening up the economy and allowing a lot of foreigners to invest in the Japanese economy. The problem in this NISA program is it is mainly targeted at the Japanese people. As a foreigner, you cannot participate in the Japanese NISA program. Even if you're a foreign resident in Japan, it's very complicated, the rules there. And the accessibility is also not very clear for foreigners. So even if you're living in Japan, like some of Anand's viewers are living in Japan, investing into this through the scheme could be very difficult. And the inflexibility is what's going to keep foreigners out of this. But what is this to a larger world market in a macro level? Well, in a macro level, what's going to be the real important thing more than the NISA is, yes, NISA is going to allow capital flow into the Japanese market. But what are the foreigners really looking at? Foreign institutional investors and foreign investors are looking at is the corporate governance reforms, what the Japanese Tokyo Stock Exchange has been focusing on, because Japan has been plagued with very poor corporate governance. This reform, which they're talking about, is going to help capital allocation by Japanese company more efficiently. By efficiently allocating capital in by Japanese company is going to foster growth and earnings are going to come. That is the whole idea behind this reform in corporate governance. And because of this, there's been a lot of interest from foreign investors. We all famously know about Warren Buffett's investment in Japan. And not only Warren Buffett grabs news and headlines, but a lot of Americans and Europeans and Asians have been flocking to Japan, trying to catch the wave which is coming. So economic growth outlook is good, and of course the global impact on a strong Japanese economy is going to be great. It's going to help the world economy have one more leg. Currently, European is teeter-tottering, and the Americans are going through recession or not going through recession, and all the negativity and uncertainty over the election cycles happening all over the world. It gives investors an opportunity to focus on something which looks stable and has potential to grow. So, as an investor, it is something you should look forward to, and you can keep an eye on Japan in the coming years to see what is happening. And is this NISA program going to be very effective and unlock? We'll have to wait and watch and see what happens. But overall, I would say this is good news for Japan and the Japanese people. And it's something I'm sure even Anand is going to be very happy about. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it informative and entertaining as always. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
So after Kuwait, my team has decided to do an event in Trivandrum. Those who are desirous of meeting me in Trivandrum can contact our team at trivandrummp@gmail.com, the mail ID given below, or the WhatsApp number given below. My team would fill in you with the details. The event would be in January 2024. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.